Let's go. Continue. Week 5, cases 15. We have $100 to our name. We have 100% mental health. And so far, we've been perfect. Well, I'm done staring at these ghouls, so I'm going to bed. Week 6, case 1. Oh boy, Charles Goodman, Sally J. Morgan, and Daisy Taylor. Alright, what are we doing? Sally John Morgan sued his tenant Daisy Taylor to evict her for not paying her rent on time. Defendant Daisy Taylor, plaintiff Sally John Morgan. Details. Legal action has been taken against Daisy Taylor by Sally J. Morgan for being 3 months late with her rent. The host, Sally J. Morgan, says that the tenant is in breach of the tenancy agreement. The host demands that the tenant vacate the property and pay the debts owed by the tenant with interest. Sally J. Morgan. My tenant has not paid me a single penny for 3 months. Even though I warned her many times, she keeps stalling. As if this were not enough, they constantly bring their friends to the house and make a noise that disturbs the neighbors. I brought my neighbor who lives downstairs as a witness so that you can believe me on this matter. Whatever Mr. Morgan says is true. Thank you, Charles Goodman. Daisy Taylor. It is true that I've not been able to pay the landlord for a while, but I had to quit my job and I can't afford to pay right now. I told him that it was not an arbitrary situation, and that I would pay him when I received my unemployment benefit. However, he is trying to get me kicked out of the house somehow. It's a complete lie that we make too much noise with my friends. Since my downstairs neighbor is a tenant of Mr. Morgan, he obeys his orders. That is true. It's not a good look to get someone that is literally dependent upon you to testify in your favor, because there's a conflict of interest. See what evidence we got. The tenancy agreement. Is that it? Digital evidence. Brooklyn, the email from Brooklyn Troyes. Well, let's talk. Mr. Morgan, is it true that Charles Goodman, your downstairs neighbor whom you called a witness, is your tenant? That's true, Your Honor, but I don't understand its relevance. Mr. Goodman, is it true that your upstairs neighbor and her friends make so much noise that they disturb you? Sound? Noises... yes, I remember. Normandy coasts. The voices are echoing in my ears. The smell of gunpowder and the sound of bullet casings. AC. Could you please answer the question, Mr. Goodman? Whatever Mr. Morgan says is true. Miss Taylor, you said in your statement that your landlord tried to get you evicted. Why do you think that is? He's trying to evict me and raise the rent, but he can't do this because we have a contract. Normally I would never miss my rent, but this getting fired thing was unfortunate for me. This played into his hands. I'm on her side. Rose sounds suspicious. This guy is, what we in the business call not of sound mind. His testimony is 100% useless. And in fact, him being used reflects poorly upon Mr. Morgan. Currently, I am leaning towards Ms. Taylor. They beated me, I thought it was a beefsteak, damn. No beefsteak, I'm sorry. sounds like a liar. Yes, he does. Know what I think? That is postponed. You know what would be really funny is if I could send one of them into the fucking Shadow Realm for 100 years. That would be really fucking funny. Stay in the house until she finds a new house and her debt is postponed. Ding dong. I lived. I'm free. Howdy, family. How y'all doing? None of you ever moved. Do you have any hobbies? Do you go outside? School? Anything? Can't even watch TV in this place. God damn it. Whatever, I'm going to bed. Bill passed. Immigrants who commit crime will now be deported. Ah, shit. Topical. Week 6, case 2. What the hell? Connor McLean, 34, male. Criminal record, mentally fine, he is a national. To the Banana Republic Court. Charges, participating in street racing, violation of traffic safety and rules. Recently, traffic police came across a street race while on patrol and followed suspicious vehicles. After a long chase, the person named Connor McLean had an accident with the vehicle he was driving. After his accident, he was taken to the hospital by the traffic police, and after his treatment, he was arrested and detained. Except for Connor McLean, no driver was caught by the police. First of all, I'm not a street racer. I have no connection with other vehicles. I was just passing by in my sports car. All I did was increase my speed to get away from other vehicles as soon as possible. My only crime is that I was speeding. It has nothing to do with racing. We'll find you guilty for fucking racing then. Let's see what funny thing that the evidence department has cooked up for us. That's an easy one. Never mind. I was expecting something challenging. Ding dong. Wow! 224 kilometers per hour. How much is that? How much is that in freedom? 139 miles per hour. Whew. Whew, baby. 95 KX33, the license plate belonging to the vehicle located in the trunk of the vehicle. 95 KX33. Digital evidence? Nope. Let's talk to this man. Mr. McLean, you stated in your statement that you are not a street racer. Why did you run away when police officers tried to stop you? Your Honor, I thought the police to help me because I was speeding. I ran away to avoid a traffic ticket. You're not helping your case, sir. Why'd you run away from the police? Because I thought I was in trouble. Get deported. He's a national. We can't deport him. National means he's a citizen. Daughter didn't even look at her phone, right? Ungrateful little gremlin. You've been street racing in the past and got caught. Do you have an explanation about this? Your Honor, this time it's pure coincidence. I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, that's all. And why was your license plate inside the trunk of the car? Because I took my license plate to get my car painted and forgot to put it back on. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, bud. Sure, bud. Sure. Street racing in violation of traffic safety and rules. Street racing is... The aggravated sentence is... If they have a criminal record, correct? So 2 years. Jail. Let me bring up my handy dandy cell phone so I can write this down. Here's jail. 15K fine. What was the other one? Just violation of law of rules. 4 years in jail. 2 shots of whiskey. $37,500 in fines. All right. How do they don't have lawyers? They just defend themselves. They do the case themselves. There are some places where that's the case. I do believe there are actual countries where, like, that's a thing. We have no digital evidence. No email. All right. Connor McLean. I find you guilty. 4 years of jail time. $37,500 fine. Ding dong. Fuck your life. We don't have Saul Goodman to help him. Nah, they got Saul Badman. That's me. Hello, family. And my baby. Meow. Alright, later, ghouls. Who is this gentleman? Adrian Bowen. 42, male. No criminal record, mentally fine, but he is not a citizen. Charges of extortion. Helen Lana's mobile phone was stolen while she was walking on 23 Victorina Street. Camera footage of the place called Coffee Vic, located where the incident took place, was examined. In line with the investigations, it has been concluded that the person in the images is named Adrian Bowen. Adrian Bowen was detained by police for questioning while he was going to the market where he worked. Your Honor, my client was simply walking. Your Honor, my client pleads tee-hee. I was walking on 23 Victorina Street, where I walk on certain days of the week, but that day I decided to walk in the opposite direction to the direction I normally walk. While everything was going well, someone suddenly took the phone from my head. I couldn't even react because of the surprise and fear I felt at that time. After I put myself together, I asked for the help from those around me. In the evening, I close the daily gross market where I work and walk in the opposite direction of my house. My wife and I were constantly arguing due to financial concerns, and my children did not have much peace of mind. Because of these events, I was very confused and had difficulty thinking clearly. Suddenly, I saw the woman walking in front of me and noticed that she was carrying a phone in her hand. The phone looked very luxurious and expensive. Because of the difficulties I was experiencing, this phone seemed like a very attractive opportunity to me. I thought that if I could sell it, I could at least alleviate financial concerns a little. Without any plan, I reflexively grabbed the phone from the woman's hand and started running. Afterwards, I turned off the phone, put it in my pocket, and went home. Close the fucking book. The case is done. Dude just admitted it. Okay. Sorry, buddy. There is one digital evidence in this case. Camera records, yep. Well, you got anything you want to say? Have you known Helen Lona before? No, Your Honor, I did not know her before, but I occasionally saw her while walking. You admitted that you committed this crime for your own reasons. Do you regret committing the crime? I am absolutely sorry, Your Honor. I still cannot understand how I committed such a crime. I am very embarrassed towards my wife and daughters. Please forgive me. Well. See, the thing is, it's his first offense. Like, this is the part where I'm starting to get where... I don't know if deportation or deportation is, like, right. Like, at all. I don't think it is at all. But... let's see. Theft. I guess it'd be extortion, right? But it's in the rule book. You think I'm fucking Jurgen? You think I'm Jurgen von Strangle? It's in the rules. I do not think it would be just to deport him. Reverse time offense. Why can't I go back? There we go. That was weird. It could be fuck up your chance of going to jail too or getting killed. Well, I don't think it'll make me more assassinatable. You know what? We're just going to give him the regular charge. 2 years of jail for you. Ding dong. As a result of the decisions you made in the cases, we decided to raise your salary. Hey, they love me. My boss thought it was a good idea. Send him to a banana republic prison, yeah. You can harvest bananas. Alright, give me my money. Give me my money. Thank you, kind sir. What do you want, wife? Your wife wants a car. A weekly payment of $1,000 would be a total of 15 weeks of payment. Once accepted, the first installment is paid right away. Your sanity will drop severely if you don't accept this. No. No. What? Wife? I literally can't afford this. You're not gonna use the car? Fuck no. I also literally can't afford it. I have to immediately pay $1,000. I cannot. Nope. Also, I can't afford this. Does it make it $1,500? I make $1,200 a week. Nope. Ah! Oh! Oh! My brain! What the fuck? I need a drink. Pass the whiskey. How much is... Oh, it doesn't matter. Pass the whiskey. Another shot. Thank you. That didn't help at all. Why didn't that help? I just blew my money for nothing. It didn't help my mental health. Okay, I'm going to bed. The Celia cartel carried out a bomb attack on the Parliament building. 19 civilians lost their lives and 2 members of Parliament were injured. The leader of the cartel was caught. Well, that had nothing to do with me. Oh, hey, look, Australia. After the attack, law of execution was accepted. Those who are on trial for terrorism and other severe crimes will be executed. Well, I guess we're killing now. They didn't like that I did that. You know what, that's fine. Juan Carlos, 54, male, criminal record, national, and mental health fine. Alright. Charges terrorism, taking part in organized criminal activities. Recently, 19 civilians lost their lives and 2 MPs were seriously injured in a bomb attack on Parliament. During this attack, 4 people thought to be members of the Sicilia cartel blew themselves up. As a result of extensive searches, 10 people thought to be members of the Sicilia cartel were caught. A few of the cartel members became confessors in the cases in which they were tried. They disclosed the identity of Juan Carlos, the manager of the cartel and the planner of the bomb attack. As a result of the operations, the person named Juan Carlos was caught in a forest house outside the city. Those responsible for the events are the corrupt state and their collaborators, the mafia. They're the ones who forced us to do this. May Jeremy and Mike rest in peace now. Well, and my cousin really want to go bowling with him? Roman? There's one digital evidence. There's actually two. Photo vids. A photo vid of the cartel leader drawn by confessing cartel members. That's him. Voice recording. Ooh. Yes, sir, I'm listening to you. Go and destroy that parliament. Sir, don't you think this would be suicide? Since when have my orders been questioned? Okay, sir, as you wish. Sir, what are your orders? Blow up the Pentagon. What? I don't know how, just do it. Well, shit. It's pretty cut and dry, Juan. Do you regret having caused such a damaging event to our country? No, I'm just sorry I couldn't give all the statesmen what they deserve. If you give solid information about the mafia you mentioned in your statement, we can take care of them after you. Will you cooperate? No, I don't think so. But you should know that it is obvious that high-ranking statesmen are corrupt. Well, I mean, you're probably right. Guy looks like Hitler. I don't know, he looks like a farmer to me. Maybe with the hair. Well, this is easy. Time to die. Ding dong. You'd admitted it. What can I say? Dude, my brain is so fucked. I had 2 drinks and I didn't get anything out of it. Fuck you. I want a divorce. I'm keeping the cat. You can have the children. Alright, what do we got here? Robin Hudson, Henry William. I do believe him about the corruption, but you shouldn't kill them. Shouldn't blow up the goddamn parliament. I know for a fact this place is corrupt. I mean, they tried... When I came into court on the day of the cartel members, there was a bribe sitting on my desk. I guess my possibility of arrest doesn't go down. All right. Filing a compensation lawsuit against Robin Hudson, who caused Henry William to have a traffic accident. Defendant Robin Hudson, plaintiff Henry William. There is one digital evidence for this case. Henry William was allegedly pushed into the barriers by Robin Hudson while he was riding his motorcycle in traffic, causing him to have an accident. After the accident, Henry William remained in a coma for 42 days. Henry William demands $250,000 from Robin Hudson as material and moral compensation for the pain he's experienced. I was driving my motorcycle in traffic. I wanted to overtake the vehicle in front of me. She started to approach me while I was overtaking her. I got stuck in the barrier and suddenly lost balance of the motorcycle and rolled over. The only thing that I remember afterwards was that I was in great pain. I think that she did this on purpose, because she didn't even stop and help after she caused this. Glad I don't live in this game's US. It's not much better. Well, we haven't blown up any places of government yet. Only hospitals. Even if they're corrupt, they still have families. Well, also, he's shooting innocents. They have a family isn't exactly a great defense. Everyone has a family. Like the guy that I just sentenced to death has a family. But he wasn't hitting the corrupt people. They just blew up some random dudes.
I was driving in my own lane in traffic. I was very stressed because I found out that my mother was hospitalized and I was trying to get to the hospital as soon as possible. My mother has cancer and her condition is serious. I didn't notice what was happening during the accident. The motorcycle must have been in my blind spot. I later learned that I was being taken to court. If I noticed the accident, I would definitely have stopped and helped. I did not violate any traffic rules. I don't think it's my fault.
Well, see, I was a little bit up in the air because he was like, well, I was trying to overtake them. I fucking hate that shit. But she's doubling down. I did nothing wrong. Never mind. Let's not get too political here. Right. Let's not get too political in our game about the court of law or anything. Digital evidence camera record? Yep. Yep, it was a multi-lane. He was going on this side. She pulled over. Yep, she fucked up. Let's hear what we have to say for ourselves. To Henry William. Mr. William, you realize you were violating the lane of the car in front of you, right? Your Honor, I even honked my horn before she overtook. There's no way she didn't see me. What upsets me is that she could have killed me, but she chose to flee at the time of the incident. Ms. Hudson, it is highly unlikely that you did not notice the motorcyclist in your left rear view mirror at the time of the incident. Didn't you at least hear a sound?
Your Honor, at that moment, I was totally thinking about my mother. I was in the left lane, so I didn't need to look at the left mirror, and I did hear the sounds because the windows were closed.
Those excuses don't really matter. Why were you trying to... I feel like you shouldn't have been overtaking. Yeah, the fact that he says that he was trying to overtake her is like he was injured in the course of breaking the law. If that is the law. I don't actually know what the court, like what that actually is here. Because from here, why was he trying to overtake her left side anyway? Go to the other lane. You fucking idiot. I don't know, I'm on her side here, actually. Should this game be our excuse to talk politics on the stream? What, the video game about anarchists, cartels blowing up parliament, judges getting bribed, using any excuse to deport immigrants? What? No. This game isn't political. There's a fucking mosquito trying to land on my screen. I'm gonna kick its ass. Come here. Get over here. You think just because my microphone's in the way, you're safe? Little shit. Die. Nah. You were injured in the course of committing. It's fucking not dead. Die, you little shit. There we go. I felt your body roll up the goddamn screen. Fuck you. Anyway, it's fake politics mostly, yes, but it reflects real politics. Thank you God I don't want to pay taxes. Luckily, I don't make enough. I don't have to pay very much in taxes. I wish I didn't live in the US, but I can't afford to live anywhere else. And none of my family wants to go anywhere. So I'm stuck here. That fucking fly, it was a mosquito. They get in here all the time. Alrighty. Yeah. You cannot sue somebody if you were injured during the course of committing a crime. For example, if someone hits you in the head and knocks you to the ground when you're trying to steal their purse, you cannot sue them for assault. If you are trying to illegally overtake a car ahead of you, you cannot sue them if they run into you, because you got in their space. Or your position, I'm white, male presenting, well, I guess not really well, none of it's going to hurt me. I'm more worried about the people around me. Uncle Nana. Now you're thinking. Uncle Nana, that's a good one. Anyway, denied. You were in her space. My fucking brain. I hate you for what you've done to me. But love you. You two or whatever. I'm going to bed. Who the hell are you? Nathan Lake. No criminal record, mentally fine, he's a citizen. Oh. Lake. 57 male, involuntary manslaughter. Gabamin Tai Jr., the person named, took his baby, who was having difficulty breathing, to the hospital. After the MRI, it was seen that there was a metal object in the baby's stomach. Nathan Lake, the baby's doctor, said that the object should be removed surgically. The surgery was performed with the family's approval, and Nathan Lake stated to the family that the surgery went well. The baby experienced breathing difficulties sometime after he was discharged and died less than 24 hours. As a result of the autopsy, a gauze that was forgotten during surgery was found in the baby's stomach. Well, Nathan Drake, Sam Lake. Lake. The autopsy report that the baby died as a result of the forgotten gauze. Thereupon, the baby's father, Gabamin Tai Jr., filed a complaint against Dr. Nathan Lake. We realized that our baby was having difficulty breathing and we went to the hospital. Nathan Lake, who was a doctor there, told us that an MRI was needed. After the MRI results, the doctor said that our baby had a metal object in his stomach and needed to be operated on immediately. After the surgery, he said that it was a very successful surgery. When we came home shortly after our baby was discharged, we realized that our baby could not breathe again. We tried to take him to the hospital again, but it was too late when we got there. I asked for an autopsy report because I was curious about the cause of death. I learned that the cause of death was the gauze left in our baby's stomach during the surgery, and I filed a complaint. First of all, I accept my mistake, and I am very sorry this incident happened. When I learned that the baby died as a result of my carelessness, I could not come to my senses for a long time. I don't care about the punishments I will receive. My only wish is for his family to forgive me. I am distraught. Tip. From someone who has problems speaking and relating to people. Do not end this statement with "I am distraught." End it with saying "I am sorry." Just a thought. Anyway, the gauze left in the baby's stomach and revealed as a result of the autopsy. Well, this is a pretty obvious case. Let's talk to him. First of all, I've seen that you have taken responsibility for the mistake. Could you briefly explain the situation? Before the surgery, I had an argument with my wife. We are in the process of divorcing. I thought I mustn't do this surgery, but there was no other doctor in the hospital. I found out that only I could do the surgery. It went well, but I didn't realize that I had left the gauze in the baby's stomach. I desperately hope that the family will forgive me. I mean, this is a... Wait, child abuse is an execution? Child abuse is executable now? I don't like child abuse. I fucking hate abusers, but I don't think you should shoot them. I guess it depends on how bad it is. Because there's a lot of things that you can consider child abuse, and not all of them are fucking shooting the head worthy offenses. What the hell? It's the hospital's fault. They could have rescheduled it. Well, they could not have rescheduled it because of the metal object in the stomach. They had to get it out. But it is the hospital's fault, and this guy is taking... He is taking responsibility for it, so 4 years of jail. Yep, 4 years of jail. Thank you, have a nice day. Hey, I got a salary raise, $1,400. Hell yeah. Give me that shit. Interiors will probably get out on good behavior. Well, that's not my call to make. On whether he gets out on good behavior. He probably will. What do you want now? Your wife complains that her household items constantly break down. She wants $1,000 for new household items. Do you accept? Yeah, I can afford that. Look, y'all, I'm going back to the bar. Give me a whiskey. Thank you. Apparently if you drink again, it makes your health worse. They only drink once. This woman. Women, am I right? Wanting appliances? I'm going to bed. Oh my god, it's the Joker. It's the fucking Jonkler, baby. David Crane, 45, male. No criminal record, mentally fucking... Wow. When you can tell it by the look on the guy. He's got fucking blood on his collar. National status, yes. Charges armed robbery. Recently, a person named David Crane entered the pharmacy where Mary Evan worked, pointed a gun at her, and demanded the money in the safe. Mary Evan gave the money in the safe to David Crane and then informed the police. Not long after, David Crane was caught and taken into custody at the house of his brother Victor Crane. Statements. Mary Evan.
I quickly came to the pharmacy and headed to the counter. Even though the weather was hot, I noticed that he was wearing a thick coat. When he came to the counter, he immediately pulled out a gun and said to me, "If you love your life, give me the money." Then he took the money I gave him, hit the shelves, and ran away. Immediately after the incident, I notified the police and asked for you. Asked for help, even.
I didn't do anything. Why are you arresting me? He apologizes for what he did, but you don't understand that we need it. Everything he told me was to do for our good. We can't lose him. He needs the money, and those after him will never stop. I need to see my brother. I need to make sure my brother is okay. I haven't been sure about this for a long time. I haven't been able to be with you for a long time. Yeah, my brother is mentally unstable. I woke up in the hospital the day they beat me because I owed money. When I woke up, David was with me. Even though I was sure that I had not informed anyone, I asked how he knew. He told me to come here, he said to me. 2 days later, he brought me some money to pay off my debt. But he didn't say where he got it. I didn't think he was crazy enough to commit robbery. Please do not punish David. Well, luckily, he's going to get off relatively easy. Let's see what the funny box has. Curse of Ra upon you. What? Oh, it's a sliding puzzle. I see. It's not a very well designed one. But that's okay. Oh, I have to line them. I have to get them all in the same spot. I understand. Alright, I gotta make sure they also stack. There we go. Ta-da! Alright, what do we got? The gun found in David Crane's coat when he was arrested, mental health medication found in his coat. And we have a digital evidence. Camera records, that is him. Well, he actually has serious mental issues, yep. Alright. Who's after your brother? I don't know. They beat him until he was hospitalized. I know that the person beating me was a tall, tattooed man of Russian origin. In your statement, you said he apologizes for what he did. Who are you talking about? There's another person who inside me who helps me with what I need to do. The accused didn't speak and watch their surroundings for a while. Thanks to what he said, we found some of the money, even if we... Wait, no, this is still him. Thanks to what he said, we found some of the money. Even if we couldn't pay off my brother's debt completely, he is helping me for our sake. Why haven't you been with your brother for so long? They took me to do tests and fix it with medications. I don't need to be fixed. He and I made a plan together and escaped. Well, sorry buddy, but you're going back. Ding ding. Hopefully they can actually figure out what the hell is going on with you. Unless you actually have a dark passenger. Turns out he's just possessed. Daddy's going back to the bar. Give me the whiskey. Why is it $2.50 now? Why is it $2.40 for a whiskey now? What the fuck? God damn. Inflation's getting crazy. What the hell? Who's this Keebler elf looking motherfucker? J.J. Richardson, Ashley Cooper, and Tommy Cooper. His subject, Tommy Cooper, non-compliance with the contract with J.J. Richardson, the owner of Holy Paper Publishing House. Defendant Tommy Cooper, plaintiff J.J. Richardson. Tommy Cooper has made an agreement with a publishing house called Holy Paper to publish his book, The Helplessness of Words, which he released 2 months ago. According to the agreement, he declared that he would pay $250,000 to J.J. Richardson if the book did not reach 10,000 sales within 2 months. As of now, the book has sold 10,276 copies, but it has been proven by the publishing house that the book has received more than 300 copies on behalf of his sister, Ashley Cooper. In this case, J.J. Richardson demands Tommy Cooper to pay his debt. Ashley Cooper, Tommy Copper's sister, is a witness in this case. Huh. Yep. That seems about it. That between Tommy Cooper and the owner of the publishing house, he signed it. And I do think you were trying to get around your contract, buddy. I don't know. That's like a YouTuber making 10,000 accounts in order to upvote a video. He basically did the publishing industry version of view botting. Hope this doesn't happen to me. Well, as long as you don't buy 300 copies of your own book, I think you'll be fine. Mr. Richardson ultimately sold 10,000 books. You didn't state in the contract that Ashley Cooper shouldn't buy the book, did you?
Well, it didn't specify, Your Honor, but this is pure fraud. If he had not made his sister buy the book 300 times, it would not have exceeded the stated sales figure.
Mrs. Cooper, did your brother tell you to buy the book?
Your Honor, my brother just informed me that his book is out. I wanted to buy the book in large quantities to support him and give it as a gift to the people around me.
Does he have anything to say? He's gonna give me that fucking look? I don't trust this guy from the look alone. He knows something that I don't. And he knows I don't know it. What are our options? Basically, should he be held to the contract or not? Theories, I think Lady Gaga is with maybe one of those says their father bought like 1,000 copies of one of their albums. It's not uncommon. Yeah, I think I agree. I think I agree with Richardson. I think this is basically fraud. You bought your way out of your contract. You cheated the contract. Ding ding. Still no jail time, baby. What up, family? I can't get my brain any better because inflation has gotten so bad that it is over $240 to get a single glass of whiskey nowadays. It's fucked up. Also, thank you for the membership, Freddy. For the gift membership. I hope Alistair enjoys the emotes. Thank you. Let us end the day. Who's this guy? What's this?
If Sergei Monry receives any punishment, know this, Judge. I will not show you the light of day. This is my first and only warning to you. Think right and make the right decision. Is your life shitty like everyone else? Or is it worth living? Think well.
I like a special guard. Sorry, I'm broke. For $750? What the fuck? Can't tell them that I'm being threatened? Bullshit. Sergei Monry, 38, male, no criminal record, mentally fine, he's a citizen. Assassination and high treason. Recently, a person named Merg Blitz. Holy shit. That is a name. Was involved in an accident with her own vehicle and died at the scene. Merg Blitz, who completed her shift at a company called Lincop, was set out to go home with her own car. While she was driving, a truck coming from the opposite lane crashed into the vehicle of the person named Merg Blitz. During the investigations carried out by the police arriving at the scene, a crowbar was found in Merg Blitz's vehicle. The driver of the pickup truck involved in the accident could not be found. The bag that should have been in the vehicle and containing important government information could not be found. As a result of the autopsy performed on the person named Merg Blitz, it was concluded that she did not die at the time of the accident, and that she was killed with the help of a crowbar found at the scene. As a result of detailed investigation, it was determined that the driver of the truck involved in the accident was a person named Sergei Monry. As a result of long efforts, the person named Sergei Monry was caught and detained at the airport where he went to go abroad.
I am not guilty. I just went to the airport to see my family who lives abroad. I have nothing to do with this incident. Please release me. I have no reason to commit this kind of crime. I can't even hurt an ant, let alone kill a person.
Yeah. We'll see what the funny box has to tell me. You go here. You go here. You go here. 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 Ta-da! 212-1352. 212-1352. That's you, buddy. Message between strangers on the person's phone.
What is the situation? I have the bag now. How much do you offer?
As we talked about, 50 million.
I'm on it. Do you have a meeting place?
Wait to hear from us. Got any digital evidence? What do you have to say for yourself? Why did you run away after the accident?
In my fear and panic at the time of the incident, I wanted to flee the scene because I was not sure if the person in the vehicle was alive.
So why were you trying to flee abroad with the bag that was supposed to be in the vehicle?
I found that bag next to the garbage container opposite my house, and since it looked very nice, I wanted to take the bag to my family.
Thinking that was going to be related to the serial killer case. I thought so too, because it was a corporate kill there for a minute. No, this is obviously Mafia. The Mafia that Juan Carlos warned us about. Merg Blitz sounds like a main character in a movie. They're an 80s post-apocalyptic action movie hero. Merg Blitz. Escape from this Ferris wheel. Alright, well. High treason is execution. Sorry, buddy. But I will not be swayed. Ding, ding. Womp, womp. Try me, I'm not afraid of you. Nice. And I get another $200 worth of salary. Hell yeah. Boom, bam, 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 bam. Hell yeah. What up, family? Nothing to ask of me. I'm gonna go hit the bar. It's all negative. Never mind, I'm leaving the bar. Enjoy this. Threaten this. Pants grab. Week 9, case 1. Only a 5% chance of being assassinated? You don't scare me. What the hell? Why does he look so pissed? Release Winston Gerald and accept the $750 we will give you. Accept this offer, the rest of the money will come and you will live a very comfortable life. Dude, that's like 3 shots of whiskey. No. What I will do, however, is buy this very funny horse. Wait, really? Where the fuck did my money go? Oh. Did I buy it twice? Wait, did that fuck up and I buy it twice? Oh. Oh, I'm mad. I think that just bugged. I think I just bought it twice. Because I made $1,000. I've been robbed! Winston Gerald, 51, male. No criminal record. He is a citizen with fine mental. Charges corruption. During the illegal prostitution and gambling raid carried out by the police at the hotel called Palace of Gorge at night, Winston Gerald was caught in the same hotel room with many mafia members and Frederick Lanson, who was known to be one of the high-ranking managers of the mafia. 4 mafia members and Winston Gerald, who were in the same room, were arrested, but Frederick Lanson, one of the high-ranking managers of the mafia, committed suicide with his own gun at the scene. 7 women thought to be prostitutes, drugs, weapons, and $1 million worth of cash were seized in the hotel room. I don't know why I'm in the hotel room. Earlier, I was drinking at the bar with a few friends and we got quite drunk. I remember asking my driver to take me home. I got in the car and opened my eyes in the hotel room. I was with women and men I didn't know. The police came and arrested us. I am not guilty. I'm a member of parliament. You exist to service as police. How dare you question me and keep me waiting? Alright, fuck this guy. Oh god, it's this one again. Another fucking mafia case. I wonder how much your rate of jail will go up if you accept bribes. Probably quite a bit. But I'm a good judge. Numerous semi-automatic unlicensed pistols, 2 submachine guns, which look exactly the same image as the submachine guns that were seized earlier. $1 million in cash, narcotic pills known as ecstasy. There's 1 digital evidence for this case. And he's in the car. Yep. Never seen a shitty judge run of this game, so I don't know. It'd be really funny to be a corrupt cop. Or like a corrupt judge. This guy is like heavy breathing. Or am I going crazy? Is he moving? I can't tell. Anyway.
In your statement, you said that you were in the hotel against your will. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor. There must be a plot against me.
When you left the bar, you were seen getting into the same car with the men you said you didn't know at the hotel. What can you say about this?
This must be a trap set for me. I don't know anyone in that hotel. I am not guilty. I am someone who serves this country.
You claim you are serving the country, yet you try to use your position and scold the officer who is doing his duty during interrogation. Is this how the country should be served?
I'm sorry, I was stressed and it was my first time being questioned. I couldn't help myself, Your Honor. I apologize to my police friend in front of you. Well, anyway. You're getting the corruption charge, bud. Which is crimes against your state. 10 years jail and a $10 million fine.
Years jail
and a $10 million fine.
Yep.
Ding ding. I don't need your shitty $750. That'll like buy echoes of wisdom. Judge did the right thing. Damn right. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. The people, they love me. All right. Horrors. Good Hans. Also my baby, my baby. All right. Family, Daddy may have accidentally bought 2 funny horse statues, but one got lost in the mail. So I hope you don't need any food this week. W Judge, you know it. With corruption increases. The government announced that it would fight corruption to the end. The identity of the mafia leader still remains as a mystery. But we're working on it. That is a devious fucking smile. Alright, what do we got? Oliver Mazakine, 33 male, criminal record, mentally fine, he is a citizen. I guess we're not looking at the other guy. Anyway, theft. 3 years ago, a person named Oliver Mazakine, who was at the scene of a theft incident in an alley on Mumby Street, was detained as a suspect and sentenced to 6 years in prison in the trial. Recently, a theft incident occurred again and the suspect was caught and taken into custody. As a result of the suspect's statements, he stated that Oliver Mazakine took responsibility for the crime for which he was convicted, and that he actually committed the crime. The person named Frank Serve, who took responsibility for the incident, was brought to the police station to be questioned. With the end of this month, I have completed my 3rd year in prison. I tried to explain that I was innocent from the very beginning. However, because I was at the scene at the time and became the center of the targets, I was sentenced to 6 years in prison. After all this time, I had the opportunity to redeem myself. I hope the process works correctly this time. 3 years ago, I had my eye on a house in Mumby Street. I broke in through her window and stole some items and jewelry. As I was leaving, I heard a noise behind and thought the landlord saw me. I asked someone passing by to hold what I had in my hand and I ran away. The man to whom I gave the materials was arrested before he realized what had happened. I was happy to be saved, but my conscience was troubled. Now that I've been caught, I've confessed this. Wait, we can't look at the other guy, though? I'm assuming you're Frank Serve. No evidence? Alright. Well, looks like he's about to run up to you and shank you. I don't know, he looks more like an ice pick kind of guy. You stated in your statement that you were responsible for a burglary on Mumby Street 3 years ago. Is that true? Yes, Your Honor. I didn't want things to come to this point. I wish I had confessed before. You stated that you regretted putting the blame on Oliver Mazikeen. So why didn't you come and confess earlier? I don't know. At that time, I did not feel remorse for this, but after the last incident, I realized that I regretted it and wanted to confess. I'm so sorry about Oliver Mazikeen. It wasn't supposed to be like this. All right. I mean, fair enough. Oliver Mazikeen, not guilty. He didn't do it. The other guy said he did it. Sounds right to me. Later, losers. What the hell? I thought you were a Star Wars character for a second. And you kind of look like one of those pod racer guys. Hocus pocus, my name is Saul Goodman, and I turned my friend into a woman. Hell yeah. Based? What do we got here? Patrick Mickey should be punished no matter what. He is responsible for the death of the person I love most in this life. If you do this, I'll give you $500. Whoa, what the hell? Incitement to suicide. What? Bro's so round. Patrick Mickey, age 46, gender male. No criminal record, mentally fine, not a citizen. Incitement to suicide. A person named Tiffany Helen recently committed suicide by jumping from the rooftop of Holdentown Shopping Mall. Although the citizens at the scene tried to persuade Tiffany Helen not to commit suicide, it was claimed that Patrick Mickey forced Tiffany Helen to commit suicide. Following the incident, the statements of the citizens were taken and the person named Patrick Mickey, who was alleged to be the instigator, was taken to the police station to be questioned. First of all, I did not force anyone to commit suicide. At that moment, what I thought, like others, was to dissuade the woman from committing suicide. I thought about applying reverse psychology and told her to jump off. I told her to do a funny trick. Strike a pose. My request was that she should not jump off. I am very sorry that this incident happened, but I do not consider myself guilty. There is a misunderstanding about my actions. I ask that you please believe me. No. No. You know it is a terrible thing to say to someone that is in a position like that? Do it, pussy, you won't. That's not how this works. You cannot say jump and then say that you told her not to jump. That is literally not how this works. Audio recorded at the scene of the incident by shopping center security. No! Don't jump, you're too young to die! Please, don't do this to yourself.
Stay away from the railings!
Jump! I don't think the world's a good place to live.
Might actually take the 500. Hey! Easy bonus, you know what I'm saying? So, buddy, what do you gotta say? In your statement, you said that you didn't want Tiffany Helen to commit suicide, and you argued that you intended to use reverse psychology. Have received training on this before to apply such psychology? Your Honor, the reason I did that was because I saw a scene in a cop show I was watching. I thought at the time that this might work. Dude watched NCIS and thought Gibbs was a role model. But it wasn't what I expected. After all, it wasn't my fault that the woman was up there. So do you live your life according to the scenes you see on TV series? Of course not. Like I said at the time, I thought it might work. It didn't work out the way I expected. Sorry about that. Well, on account of you're not a national, get the hell out of here. Ding dong. Fuck your life. Hey, $1,900 salary, baby. Reverse psychology doesn't work. It can in some cases, but it has to be surgically applied. It doesn't work by going, don't! Give me that money. Thank you. Ah, fuck, what do you want? God, woman, why are your requests so goddamn expensive? Women. Your wife says she wants to go on a vacation this summer, but the price is $1,900. Do we accept? I don't have the fucking money. You should have told me before I bought two copies of the Funny Horse statue. God damn it. This is your fault. Women, am I right? Once again, we return to your regularly scheduled program of the Arrow Ace streamer telling you how to deal with relationships. Doesn't say severely. That's true. That is true. Did I get my 500 bonus? Nah. God damn. I should be able to get mental up for petting the cat. Bar, don't fail me now.
Jesus Christ.
It's $480 for a shot of whiskey. Man, the economy is fucked. Oh boy. Oh man. Well, I guess we just go to bed. Week 10, case 1. What the? Who are these chuckleheads? Leroy Felix, 31, male. No criminal record, mentally fine. He's a citizen, he's national. Emmer Gabrin, 30, male. Criminal record, mentally fine, not a national. And Douglas Darien, 32, male. No criminal record, mentally fine, and a national. Arms trafficking and smuggling. Like you're meant to punish him yourself instead of deporting. Well, he got punished. Yeah, well. Whatever. The Three Stooges, right? Arms trafficking and smuggling. Details. Police who received a tip-off recently carried out an operation at the address specified in the tip. A large number of weapons and ammunition were seized during the operation. It has been concluded that the weapons and ammunition were manufactured at the specified address. Persons caught during the raid were detained. First of all, I would like to point out that I do not belong to any organization. Before the event, my friend Emmerich Abram called me and said he had a workshop and I should come and see it. So I went to the house and the location he sent me. But not my surprise at what I saw next. Now guess that his products he produced could be weapons and ammunition. Afterwards, I told him that this was a crime. The police came when I wanted to leave the workshop to avoid being affected by this situation. They detained me before I could explain the situation. Please understand me, I am innocent.
Douglas Darien, a friend I had just met, invited me to his workshop, which he said belonged to him. When I asked him about the contents of the workshop, he told me that it was an art workshop.
Emmerich called me, said it was a workshop.
Douglas called me, said it was a workshop. Since I love art very much, I was curious and went to his workshop. I didn't know I would encounter something like this. Just as I was getting over my surprise and leaving the workshop, the weapons workshop police arrived. They detained him without giving him a chance to talk. They wanted to make it clear that I have nothing to do with the incident.
Or my elbow during the seizure. I'm sorry, man. That sucks. Sending you digital condolence hugs. Douglas Darien. I ain't guilty of this innocent. I'm not guilty of the incident. Those responsible for this incident are the individuals named Leroy Felix and Emmerich Abraham. It's only been a few days since I met these people, and they invited me to their workshop. I accepted their invitation thinking it was in our workshop. After entering the workshop, I was speechless at what I saw. When I wanted to leave the scene, police came and quickly detained us. I have no connection with the workshop. Alright, you fucking jokers. Ah, shit. This one is so goddamn annoying. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There. A large number of fully automatic rifles and ammunition seized. Text messages between the individuals. What about the shipment? Are there any problems with the weapons and ammunition? The shipment is going very well. There are no problems. What's the situation in the workshop?
No problem. We will produce weapons and ammunition quickly and make them ready for shipment.
Is everything all right?
We're making good progress. We'll be ready for shipment.
Aliulo Bruce still bothers me. Yeah, that sucks, man. I'm sorry. In all three of your statements, I see that you blame each other. Why do you blame each other instead of confessing your guilt? Your Honor, first of all, everything I said is true. I saw the person named Douglas Darien at the workshop, and we have no prior acquaintance. I had just met Emmerich Abraham, and how could I have known it would turn out like this? How long have you been doing this job? I have nothing to do with this incident. I only went to the workshop in the invitation of my friend Leroy Felix.
In your statement, you identified your friend as Douglas Darien.
Sorry, Your Honor, I got mixed up.
Exactly what position are you in?
My only involvement with the incident is that I was at the scene at the time of the incident, that's all, Your Honor. Ah. Well. Let's see. Mr. Emmerich has a previous record. Do you believe all of them are going to get arms trafficking and smuggling? Which isn't a traffic offense, goddammit. Alright, Emmerich, I believe was the only one that had a criminal record. Yep. Wait, was one of them... Oh, Emmerich wasn't a national. Alright. In years. $100,000 fine. Mr. Emmerich, you're out of here. Mr. Leroy Felix. Just make sure that that isn't on there. 10 years. $100,000. And here's $100,000. Ding ding. All of them are going to jail. Yep. Easy case, baby. What up, family that I hate so much? Y'all are losers. Adam Harold and Jennifer Jade. That's like a Marvel name. That's like a comic book name. Divorce case filed by Jennifer Jade Harold against her husband, Adam Harold. Defendant, Adam Harold. Plaintiff, Jennifer Jade Harold. Jennifer Jade stated that she was subjected to violence by her husband, Adam Harold, and filed a petition for divorce. Jennifer Jade stated in her petition that the reason for the divorce was that the trust in her husband was shaken and that the promises her husband made to her as some marriage criterions were not fulfilled. Additionally, Jennifer Jade stated that she was faithful to her husband throughout their marriage and did not have any difficulty in fulfilling his wishes. Evidence? Yep, that's assault. Except for Cat. I love Cat. Alright, to Jennifer Jade. Could you briefly explain the promises your husband made to you as a marriage criterion?
My husband lied to me about many things, including our sexual life.
What issues in your sexual life did he lie to you?
Your Honor, Adam and I promised each other before we got married that we would not have sexual intercourse, and he lied to me about many things, including the size of his penis.
Wait. Hold up. I'm probably going to take your side because you were assaulted. But if you didn't want to have sexual intercourse, why would you be concerned with the size of his penis? Why would that matter? Moving on. Is your husband's penis size the reason you want to end the marriage? Yeah, why did you bring that up?
Not only that, but my husband did not enjoy our sexual relationship. He used violence against me without my consent and blamed it on his incompetence.
Is it true you used violence against your wife?
My wife and I argued that my penis size was below average, and she constantly uses against me. Once she threatened to tell this to my friends. So I suggested that she could have sex with a friend of mine and that she could enjoy our sex life more. She said she was open to it. She said this situation would not harm our relationship. Then she asked me to watch them while she was having sex with my friend. She said this would increase her pleasure. In the face of his statement, I accepted his request, but while watching them, I succumbed to my anger and committed violence against my wife. I regret it very much. I love my wife very much, and I don't want to divorce her.
I'll be honest. For both of your sakes, this relationship should end. But I would like to just make sure. Is this an error in the writing? Because they talk about their sex life the entire time. But she says that they promised that they wouldn't have sex. I don't know. You know what? I don't need to understand it. In order to say... Alright, I think we've come into a position where there might be an error. Because... Decision 1 and Decision 2 are the same thing. Decision 1, continuation of the marriage, aka they don't divorce. Decision 2, no divorce and no alimony payments, aka they don't divorce. I think there might be a error here. I'm going to... Which case is this? Fuck, it doesn't tell me what case I'm on. What case am I on? I want to know. Please show me. Week 10, case 2. Doesn't help. Well, I tried to see if there was anyone that had an answer as to which one was actually what. But I'm going to assume that this no is a typo. And that the answer is just, there is a divorce but no alimony. I believe that is that. Also, she isn't asking for alimony. So yeah, she isn't even requesting it. Decision 2. I don't know what it means anymore. That's okay. Not dead today, baby. Judge Allen Raines. What up, family? What are you smiling about? My brain's fucking rotting and here you are smiling.
I'm going to bed.
Who is this? Oh my god, is that fucking Ernie? Esteban Albin, age 39, male. Criminal record, mentally fine, he is a national. Fraud. A person named Arturo Max, who had thought that his vehicle had a mechanical fault, took his vehicle to the repair shop called Regular Auto to detect and fix the problem. After 2 days, the repair shop notified Arturo Max that the repairs were completed and stated that he could take delivery of the vehicle. Arturo Max, who received the vehicle, wanted to sell the vehicle 1 week later. He received a report about the vehicle from the expert company before the sale. The person named Arturo Max, who saw that 3 parts of the vehicle were changed in the report, filed a lawsuit against the repair shop called Regular Auto, which he held responsible.
Been about 1 month since I purchased my vehicle. Since the malfunction light came on, I took it to the repair shop called Regular Auto. They said there was a simple mechanical fault in the vehicle. They repaired and delivered my vehicle within 2 days. Afterwards, I decided to sell the vehicle and applied for an expert. The expert report revealed that there were 3 changed parts. This is not possible because I bought my vehicle from the dealer with 0 kilometers. I think it was replaced at the repair shop.
When the vehicle came to us, the malfunction light was on. We said we could fix and deliver in a day or 2, and we did. We were very surprised when we received a notice that a lawsuit had been filed against us. We did not remove or replace any parts from the vehicle. We think that the victimization is due to the irresponsibility of the vehicle owner. These accusations are great slanders against a reputable corporate company like us.
Saying you're corporate doesn't, it just makes me want to side against you if I'm being honest. All right, let's see what the funny box has for me. Aw. Boring. Alrighty, what do we got? Expertise report from the time the vehicle was purchased, all fine. Appraisal after repair, 3 fake parts. Invoice from Regular Auto in the name of Artero Max. Alright, well, I'm assuming, because they don't talk about charging, I'm guessing the point is that they stole the vehicle, like the real vehicle parts, replaced them with fake bits and sold the real ones. I'm guessing that's the implication. You stated that the problem was caused by the irresponsibility of the vehicle owner. Can you explain more what this means?
Your Honor, we are a large company that repairs on average 50 vehicles a day. We are not the addressee of such an accusation. The reason I say this is that because the vehicle owner does not care enough about his vehicle.
Could you explain a little more?
I think he may have experienced as grievous at any repair shop he took his vehicle to before. I recommend him to choose the repair shops he takes his vehicle to more carefully.
Yeah, I don't know, seems fair to me. I mean, it seems like it was true. Yeah, it's been 1 month. He took it to the repair shop. This is the first repair shop he's been to. Yep. And you have a previous record. 10 years of jail. Ding dong. Enjoy your 10 years, Esteban Albin. Bonk bong. What's this? Hey! 2K in salary. Damn right.
Man, I wish I made $2,000 a week. That'd be pretty fucking nice if I was being honest.
All right. Thank God they don't have any requests. Daddy needs a... Yeah, I'm petting my cat. Daddy needs a drink. Alrighty. Later, losers. Oh my God. This lady's seen some shit. Jessica Graumbert. 33 female, no criminal record. Mental negative is a national. Charges insult, beating, home invasion. Details. The incident took place in the evening at the restaurant belonging to Philip Monroe. The incident calmed down and with the intervention of eyewitnesses, and then the police were called and asked for help. After Philip Monroe filed a complaint, Jessica Graumbert was caught and taken into custody. Philip Monroe. First of all, I would like to say that I'm in the right. I don't quite understand why she attacked me. I was just doing my job at my restaurant. Suddenly, she entered at my restaurant screaming my name and started attacking me. Even though I told her to calm down, she continued to punch me. The incident calmed down with the intervention of my customers. Afterwards, I called the police and asked for help. Jessica, a ground bear.
First of all, I would like to say that I am in the right. The main reason I did this was because the other day I was spending time at home with my new boyfriend. We wanted to order food and we ordered from Philip's Sushi, a restaurant with an average rating. The app said the order time was 20 to 30 minutes and my friend was in a hurry. They brought our order an hour and a half later, and of course my friend had already left by then. When I sent a message to meet up the next day, he told me that he was not available, and I was very angry about the situation. If we had been able to have dinner together in the evening, this would not have happened. That's why I went to the restaurant and attacked the person I met. I just wanted him to stay, but this food situation broke everything.
James, broke eyewitness.
I was eating my favorite sushi at a restaurant called Philip's Sushi, which is one of my daily routines. Suddenly I saw a woman enter the place screaming. She was swearing and shouting, "Philip!" She ran towards Philip, who was also a dear friend of mine, and started attacking him by swearing and punching him. I separated them, and then the woman left the place. Then we notified the police.
Damn.
My nuggets were 10 minutes late!
It's a little bit much, don't you think? There's digital evidence. Yep. You said you didn't know the owner of the restaurant, but they said you entered the restaurant shouting his name. Is that true?
No, it isn't, Your Honor. I didn't know the owner of the restaurant. I didn't swear or anything. I attacked the first uniformed person I saw just because of my anger at the moment. That is all.
Well, you did score a negative on your test. Sanity impaired. To treatment you go, Jessica. Do not attack service workers for bad delivery times. I'm really relieved at last. Case ended well, judge cleared our conscience. Hell yeah. The chosen one supports me. Howdy, family. This teacher had an urge to write for some reason. Maybe it hit a part in your brain. I suppose it is possible. Alright, case 31. How many cases are there? 60? W judge, hell yeah. Julia Armstrong and Matt Geller. Compensation lawsuit filed by a person named Matt Geller against a person named Julia Armstrong. Defendant Julia Armstrong, plaintiff Matt Geller. A person named Julia Armstrong who wanted to break up with her boyfriend filed a lawsuit saying that her boyfriend did not want to break up with her and threatened to blackmail her. It was stated that their relationship lasted approximately for 1 year. Matt Geller, the boyfriend, filed a lawsuit against Julia Armstrong for damages worth $50,000 due to her unfair accusations.
When we started a relationship with Matt, everything was great. I thought he was the right person for me. We made a lot of memories in a short time, and since we got along well, we decided to move in together. Our home life was good at first, but after a month we started fighting constantly. I realized that I didn't know him until we lived in the same house. He was very lazy. He would lie down all day without moving a muscle, even when there was dirt everywhere. When I told him that we should do things like cleaning and cooking together in our free time, he just said he was too tired and just lay down. However, we were also starting to have money problems. After a while, the most important issue emerged. He kept telling me that we had done everything and that he no longer enjoyed sex, and that we should look for different pleasures. I would do anything for him, but it was very difficult to do the things he wanted from me without asking for them myself. He started to ask questions such as, "Why don't you do something that I'd like to? Don't you love me?" We decided to break up after a while, but he did not delete the sexual pictures and photos of me. He told me that he misses me about a week after our separation. He acted like we never broke up, And when I reminded him of that, he threatened to spread the photos and videos he had out to all my friends on the internet.
I love Julia very much, and I think everything is going well. The only problem in our relationship is that she takes some little things too seriously. After I eat in bed, she argues with me when she sees that I don't clean the house when it gets dusty. But such things are not a problem for me and do not require cleaning. If it bothers her, she should clean it herself. We argue when I say these things, but then we continue as if nothing happened. I think there is no problem. We started living together in the middle of our relationship. Naturally, we tried everything we could in bed. When I go to her with different ideas, she always acts offended and rejects them. I just want to discover new pleasures together. Afterwards, she wanted to break up with me. Since I didn't want to lose her, I told her that I love her and miss her very much.
Well, if the photos are not real, if he did not take photos, he's still a creep. However, if we can prove that he took the photos. Conversation between Julia Armstrong and Matt Geller from her phone.
Julia, how are you?
Why do you care? We broke up already.
Nope. We didn't break up.
I'll block you. Don't write to me again.
Block me and I will share all I have about you. I'll humiliate you. Let's try it if you want.
Are you threatening me?
No. Just a little reminder.
Alright, fuck this guy. Why do you still keep photos and videos of your girlfriend even though she asked you to delete them?
Because I miss her so much. I miss us. I want to have things that I can remember even if I delete them and we never make up again.
Why are you secretly sharing her private photos with your friend?
That's a tough question, Your Honor. I have some strange feelings and it gives me pleasure sometimes. I trust my friend very much and I was just wondering what he thought about my girlfriend. I thought that if there were good comments and my girlfriend was ready to try new things, it could lead to other things, but now I realize how ridiculous it was to do with it without her notice.
Wasn't paying much attention during this case. This guy's kind of the worst. He took photos of his girlfriend in sexually explicit situations and did threaten to spread them. It's revenge porn. It's actually literally illegal now. I mean, it has been illegal for a long time, but it's been like stamped illegal. Yeah. Pay $50,000 in damages. You were spreading around private illicit images without her consent. Get bopped, idiot. I love the smell of fear. Smells kind of like chlorine. Pet the cat. Ignore the humans. 11 case 3. Holy shit, this man just looks evil. Jamal Roderick, 31, male. Not a criminal record, positive mental. National, yes. High treason. There we go, homeless idiot. Damn, I don't know about that. Maybe. Jamal Roderick, who was captured by Prime Minister Matt Drake's guards during their patrol around the property at night, surrendered without difficulty. According to the information provided by the Prime Minister's guards, the police officer was wearing his official uniform and had a gun with the safety on in his hands when he was caught. The guards who searched the person found a red rose and a steel choke rope on him. Wait, we found him. We found Murder Man. From Matt Drake. After everything I've done for the future of our country, why would a sane person try to assassinate me? I can't understand it.
I request from our justice system that necessary action be taken quickly. They cannot prevent me from being Prime Minister with such disgraceful and cowardly actions.
Jamal Roderick. I can't understand why I was arrested and brought here. I received a phone call from headquarters. I was ordered to put on my uniform and go to the Prime Minister's house for additional security duty. Did whatever task was given to me. Could never have any intention of assassinating the Prime Minister. I have endless respect for him and his party. But you did have the Rose and Garrett, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ding, ding, ding. 1 Rose, 1 Wire Garrett. Garrett? And his gun. Digital evidence, no cameras or anything? Matt Geller. Does loving someone cost $50,000? Didn't your conscience ever hurt when you made this decision? I did whatever he wanted. What I got in return was nothing, and a $50,000 fine on top of it. Cannot find words to say. I feel like there was a bit of an issue in the writing again. This is a typo. Likely saying he, whatever, this is a typo. Maybe I'm just misunderstanding. Well, anyway, get fucked, Matt. The exact same rose found on the corpses of the previous assassinations was found on you. How will you explain this? Your Honor, since you asked me that, I'll tell you. It was my girlfriend's birthday. I didn't have time to buy her a present. While I was on my way to duty, I saw a beautiful rose on the side of the road, and I put the rose in the inner pocket of my uniform to give it to my girlfriend. Didn't know that this rose was the same species as the roses found in the previous murders. It was a big coincidence for me, too. And was this steel wire on it a coincidence? I'll always take into consideration all possible negative situations as a professional habit. This is just an extra precaution. Carry around a wild garrote? A wire garrote? Garrett? How's that word pronounced? I've literally never heard anyone say it. I've only ever read it. Wow, thanks, Wiktionary. It's pronounced Garrett or Garrote. Wow, thanks. Gee, thanks. Big help. The crappy rose killer. He's a serial killer. He fucking looks like it. In your statement, you said you went on orders from the center. However, it was accepted that there was no such order from the center. Your Honor, the order I received was not a written order. I don't know. There may have been some confusion. I'm gonna call it a Garrett. Well. I'll be honest. You know, if I was actually, like, on this case, what I would order? Figure out if he was on staff or if he ever entered the prison where the guys were killed. Where the serial killings happened. Because if we could place him there. Almost certain. Definitely the Red Rose Killer. I don't know about definitely. He's got pretty good evidence. Oh. He might be being set up. Because I am almost certain that this Red Rose thing is the anarchists. Killing people. I'm almost certain. And it is possible that they did frame him. However, all evidence currently points towards him being guilty. Oh, Odysseus of Ithaca! Do you know who I am? Sorry, Jamal. I do believe high treason is an executable offense now, man. Sorry. Just as you are making your judgment, a man's strange movements caught your eye. What? Oh my god. Well. Hey, I got a raise. Maybe not the Red Rose Killer. Well, it apparently didn't matter. He died anyway. Well. This is an awkward situation. Anyway, I'm going to the ATM. Dinner's on me tonight, boys. Assassin. Something tells me it doesn't actually matter what you choose. All right. We have 4K. Meow. I'm gonna get one more drink. Okay, fine. God damn. That was almost $1,000 for a shot of whiskey. This is fucked up. Police officer loses their life. The police officer was shot and died during the trial in which he was tried as a defendant. The assassin was caught. Courthouses need better security. Well, looks like we got it. Your Honor, after the recent events, we've decided to promote you to a more secure Palace of Justice. You will never be subjected to such an act again. We convey our wishes to get well soon. Well, I wasn't shot. The Palace of Justice. Damn right. All right, Alex Martin. 38 male, he had a criminal record. Assassination. Recently, a person named Jamal Roderick was shot 4 times and killed by Alex Martin during his trial. After shooting when he was about to commit suicide, he was neutralized by security forces. During this process, he refused to testify. All right, what do we got in the funny box? Oh. There we go. All right. 212-1362. Yeah, because this guy was just apprehended. This is the assassin. Yep. Palace of Justice, that's dope. Damn right it is. You insist on continuing not to talk? Why did you commit this murder? Who do you work for? I have nothing to say. I'm an anarchist. All right, well, I guess that makes that pretty easy. Yep, that was him. Well. For assassination, you get 102 years in jail. Have fun, buddy. See you later, idiot. Ding dong. Have fun in the forever box. All right. What up, family? See, how many weeks were there? 21? I'm gonna finish out this week and then I think I will end. For the day. Who is this guy? Wait, that's literally Hitler. What the fuck? We hate to warn you, but you must release Albert de Santa. Otherwise, your wife and children will suffer for it. If Albert de Santa is sentenced, be prepared to watch your family disappear. Albert de Santa, 54, male. Criminal record, positive mental, national. Murder. Recently at noon, 3 gunshots were heard in the restaurant called Burger Queen's. A person named Martin Madrix lost his life in the incident. It has been stated that the cameras are not active because the restaurant has just opened. As a result of the consistent statements of customer Amanda Franks and employee Katya Stons, were there at the time of the incident. In the photo fit they drew, the information of the person named Albert DeSanta was obtained. Not long after, the person named Albert DeSanta was caught by the police and taken into custody. Katya Stons.
Started my shift at noon. Since the restaurant is scheduled, I can remember the customers' faces. While I was waiting at the counter, I noticed that the customers at table 14 were arguing. The customer in the leather jacket suddenly pulled out a gun and pointed at the person in front of him. As soon as I saw the gun, I hid under the safe. Then I heard 3 gunshots. Didn't show up for a while because I was afraid. When I came out, I saw the man lying on the ground. Then I notified the police.
Amanda Franks.
I went to Burger Queen's around noon to order, but I went to the restroom before making it. I stayed for about 5 minutes. After leaving, we made eye contact with the customers at table number 14. While I was heading to the cash register to order, I heard the scream of the cashier. With a sudden reflex, I threw myself under a table, then I heard 3 gunshots. After a while, I came out from under the table and one of the men was on the floor. The other had left the place. I was sleeping at home at the time of the incident.
Wait, Albert.
I was sleeping at home at the time of the incident. You accused me of shooting a man, but I was at home until the evening hours that day. I only went out for drinks with my friends in the evening. This is a murder they are trying to pin on me. I am not guilty.
Well, both of them said that they didn't actually see him do it. Well, maybe. Or did they kill their own man? It was probably bait. He was probably being framed. Maybe the Red Rose Killer isn't anarchists? Maybe he was trying to frame them? Possible. There's digital evidence. Do 3. Here I'm playing fucking That's Not My Neighbor with this guy. Yeah, it looks like him. Yeah, but who is trying to keep you out of jail here? That's what I'm more concerned about. Yeah, I gave him an instant execution right to the head. That's true. He looks familiar. Has he been in here before? I've already made the joke about who he is. Don't want to say it again for risks. Anyway. Mr. Albert DeSanta, do you have anything to add?
No, Your Honor. I said everything I wanted to say in my statement. I'm not guilty. I don't need to say anything else.
Well, we don't have a lot of evidence to go on. If I'm being entirely honest here. Does have a criminal record. But for what? Cameras are never working. I don't know. I don't know if we can actually prove he did it. Like, we have 2 statements in the images. But I would like the witnesses to directly confirm that this is the guy. I guess we can't do that. This makes me think that he is up to something. Also, I don't really care if my wife and children suffer. If I'm being honest. Alright, well. I'm just going to assume you did it. 26 years of jail. Ding dong. I don't really care if they suffer. You think you can threaten me with an increase in my quality of life? All right. Good job, everybody.
Meow.
Week 12, case 3. My assassination possibility has gone up. Hey, man. Joseph Gray, 53 male, no criminal record, mental was negative, he is a national. Kidnapping. Oh boy. Recently, Aisha Ellery, the wife of Stuart Ellery, notified the police after not hearing from her husband for a long time. As a result of the extensive searches carried out by the police, it was determined that Stuart Ellery left his workplace and headed towards his home. Security cameras on the route of his home were examined, and it was determined that Stuart Ellery was put into a black minibus without his consent. As a result of the intense work of the police, the person named Joseph Gray, the owner of the minibus in which Stuart Ellery was kidnapped, was caught and taken into custody. As a result of the searches carried out in the house of Joseph Gray, Stuart Ellery was found unconscious with his hands, feet, and mouth tied in a secret compartment of the house. In addition, many people were found dead or unconscious in other secret compartments in the house of Joseph Gray. First of all, I would like to state that I am definitely not a murderer. I only treat sick people who are on their deathbed. While doing this, I do not ignore their consent. I provide them with the opportunity to continue living. This is an opportunity for them. I am not crazy. I don't force anyone to do anything. Okay, fucking Jigsaw. What do we got in the funny box? Ah, goddammit. 7, 8. There we go. Hey, John Kramer. He's escaped from a mental health hospital. Joseph Gray has escaped from a mental health hospital. If he's a notify him, see the authorities. Multiple personality disorder. Well, I see in your statement that you say you treat people. On what grounds do you base this? Your Honor, I am a good surgeon. I work in a private hospital, and in my spare time I take care of people who can't afford a hospital. I treat people on their deathbeds, and I don't get paid for it. Why should that be a crime? Mr. Gray, have you ever been in a mental hospital? No, I haven't been. I'm a very good veterinarian. I only treat animals. I don't want money from them either. They say I am very good at my job. And why do you tie up the people you treat? They're always causing trouble. I think about their well-being. I understand, Mr. Gray. Do not worry, you will continue to treat animals. Thank you, Your Honor. I knew you cared about me. Well. You're going back for treatment, bud. He's definitely not of sound mind. Ding! Success. Hey, we didn't die, family. Good job, everyone. Give me that money. Thank you. Damn right. The chosen one still loves me. I know I'm doing correct. What up, family? Just up the security around him, right? Keep an eye on this guy. He's a flight risk. He has literally escaped. Alrighty. W Judge, damn right. I think that'll be it for JudgeSim for the evening.